Can particles behave like waves? In 1923, Louis de Broglie asked a simple question. If light can act like particles, can particles act like waves? These are the 10 breakthroughs that led to quantum mechanics, and this is number 5, matter waves. So Einstein had just proved that light waves could behave like particles called photons. De Broglie flipped it around. What if electrons, protons, even a tennis ball had wavelengths associated with them? So he wrote down a fairly straightforward equation. Lambda equals h over p. Now lambda is wavelength, h is Planck's constant, and p is momentum. So depending on the momentum, that will determine the size of the wavelength. So for a tennis ball, the wavelength is unimaginably tiny. It's about 10 to the minus 34 meters. It's like 1 over 10 to 30. I can't tell. There's lots of zeros. Completely negligible. But for an electron, the wavelength becomes fairly significant. It's similar to the spacing between atoms in a crystal. Now this was testable. If electrons really had wave properties, they should show interference and diffraction just like light waves do. Now the proof came with the double slit experiment using electrons instead of light. When you fire electrons at a screen with 2 narrow slits, you don't get 2 lines like you'd expect from particles. You get a wave interference pattern, alternating bright and dark bands. Even more strange, if you send electrons through one at a time, the interference pattern still builds up. Each individual electron goes through both slits simultaneously, and the only way this works is if the electron is a wave that can interfere with itself. This established wave-particle duality as a fundamental property of matter, not just light. Now, particles are quantum objects. They show wave-like or particle-like behavior depending on how you interact with them. But wave-particle duality raised a new question. Why don't all these quantum waves collapse into the same state? And the answer to this would change everything. But that's for the next episode. Follow along for more. Stay nerdy.